Bienvenidos, Cereal at Midnight. Llamo Heath. Me gusta tu aquí? I don't think that's right. This is Cereal at Midnight. My name is Heath. I'm glad you're here. And you guys remember that video from, it was about a week ago for me. I don't know. It was a few videos back, depending on when you're watching this. And I went to a thrift store, and I was filming the thrift store experience, and I was frustrated because there were people everywhere. And every time I tried to be like, "Ooh, look, here's a DVD that they have," there'd be like someone just walk into my shot, and there'd be a butt. I was so frustrated making that video. But as I was editing it together, I was talking, I was doing narration and stuff. I was like thinking about the stuff, the DVDs that I wanted, that I was curious about, but that got left behind. And so I decided I wanted to go back and see if they were still there. And I got very lucky, because not only was the stuff that I had hoped would be there still there, they had put out new stuff, and it was one of the best thrift store hauls that I've had in a while. And I didn't film it. And you're going to be like, why? What? You went back and you didn't film it? Well, after the frustrating experience of the last time, no, I did not film it. And I'm kind of wondering if this is like some weird karma thing where it's like, well, if you don't film, you'll find great deals. And if you do film, you'll just get shots of people's butts. And not even like good butts. We don't need to focus on that. So I went back. I found first and foremost the Disney Channel Christmas specials, the Disney Channel Holiday DVD with Even Stevens, Kim Possible, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, Lizzie McGuire, and That's So Raven. I was just thinking about it. These are the kind of DVDs that just disappear. We take them for granted right now. They're available. They'll always be available in some capacity. But in 2027... do you think that this is going to be available anywhere? Maybe so, but I don't know. And this is the one that I was most conflicted about, because I didn't want to be a creeper. I'm not a creeper. I picked up the Aly AJ Concert DVD. As I explained in that video, Aly and AJ were recording artists that were signed to Hollywood Records, which is an imprint of Disney. Disney owns Hollywood Records. Disney gave these two gals a big push around 2005, 2006. I think they had a song in one of the High School Musical movies. But more importantly, and probably for you to relate to, AJ, these are sisters, and AJ Michalka, I believe is how you say their last name, is on the Goldbergs. She's a regular on the Goldbergs. She's Lainey. And if you watch the Goldbergs, you know that Lainey and Erica on the Goldbergs are always doing music together. They're doing music. Yeah, they're always like doing music together. Go in the room and get on the keyboard and do a bit of music. That seems to be the direction for the next season, as I'm recording this, is that Erica and Lainey and Erica's roommate have put a band together. Anyway, this is rambling, but I kind of wanted to have this, if for nothing else and for your curiosity. This is a concert DVD from 2006, Aly and AJ. If nothing else, like, the Disney side of me wants to support this, so I picked it up. But the rest of it, you guys, the rest of it is uncharted territory. That's what I went back for, hoping would still be there, and there was so much more. So we're going to start with... This is Santana Live by Request. This looks super cheapo, right? Like, look at the production values on this. This is an official DVD. This is not a bootleg. It has, like, all of the... It's official. It's from Arista Records. So somebody in the Arista Records production or marketing department put this cover together and was like... nailed it. Done. Let's go to lunch. I mean, it is like... It looks like it was shot on a cell phone in 2005. Oh, this is 2005, so maybe it was. Shot on a cell phone in 2005. Printed out from a home, like an Epson home computer printer or whatever, on not photo paper, but on like just plain printer paper, and then they put that in here. But the weird thing is, like, the back doesn't look like that. It's got everything you need. Like, this is an official DVD. But like check it out. Like, it's legit. I am excited about it because it's got Black Magic Woman on it. It's got Oye Como Va, and Maria Maria, which is like one of his later hits. I say late, like is it 90s, I guess, maybe early 2000s, somewhere in there. And I really like Maria Maria, and it's on here. So I was like, what a sweet find. But it got even better because after that, I found Cream live from the Royal Albert Hall. This came out in 2005 as well. This is the original members of Cream. This is Eric Clapton, Jack Bruce, and Ginger Baker at the Royal Albert Hall. So like all the stuff, like Badge is on here. What else we got? We got White Room, right? The Sunshine of Your Love, Crossroads. You guys, this is an amazing find. Check it out. It's a 2-disc set. 2 DVDs, this sweet book. Like, look at this. Look. Right? Now I know what you're thinking. Heath, how does it get better than that? But I tell you, my friends, it does, because they had Rock and Roll Circus, the Rolling Stones. This was like there's a date. Let's see, December 11th, 1968. This was like a concert slash rock and roll. It's a rock and roll circus. It's exactly what it says it is. Everybody was at this thing. Jethro Tull, The Who, Taj Mahal, Marianne Faithfull performed. If you don't know who Marianne Faithfull is, back in the 60s, like when this was done, she was super wild. She and Mick Jagger were like next level wild. But if you're okay, you know the Metallica song, The Memory Remains, and there's like an old lady who's like, it's beautiful, first of all, right? But that is Marianne Faithfull. She's not nearly as old as she sounds in that song. She's probably in her 50s when she did that song. I think it's not the years, honey, it's the mileage. But Yoko Ono and I think John Lennon's on this. It's got like 5 or 6 performances by the Rolling Stones. Sympathy for the Devil is on here. Extra footage includes never before performance footage of John Lennon, Keith Richards, Eric Clapton, Mitch Mitchell, and Taj Mahal. What? It's amazing. Someone was like, I don't want this anymore, and they just donated it to the thrift store. This is when going to the thrift store is fantastic. But wait, it gets even better. I'm just kidding. I picked this up. This is Ricky Martin's La Historia. My wife is a huge Ricky Martin fan. My wife is also in the Spanish language education profession. So Ricky Martin for her is kind of like a mix of work and pleasure. Like, she just really likes Ricky Martin. And so this is all of his videos, I guess. Yeah, this is his Spanish language stuff. So it's not going to have any of his English stuff. So wait a minute. It has a Spanish version of She Bangs on it. So, She Bangs. One more potentially weird thing, and then I have something really cool at the end. I picked up this Welcome to the Freak Show live concert DVD from DC Talk. Now, maybe you know who DC Talk is. Maybe you don't. But as you know, I grew up in a very conservative household. DC Talk was Christian rock, I guess is what we call it. And at the time, 1993, 94, 95, I think they were done by just like 97, 96, they were out. They were the biggest things in Christian music. I say Christian music, but these guys have sold millions and millions of albums. So it's not like they're obscure. Like, they were massive. And this, I saw this and I was like, well, I'll pick that up for nostalgia's sake, because I always liked DC Talk. They always had a good, like their sound. Here's the thing about Christian rock, is that most Christian rock is chasing a trend. It's trying to sound like, well, this Christian rock band sounds like Stone Temple Pilots, or this Christian rock band sounds like Warrant or whatever, and then when things got softer into the later 90s, they'd be like, well, this Christian rock band sounds like Matchbox 20 or what. They were always chasing something instead of innovating. But DC Talk was pretty innovative. I always kind of had a soft spot for DC Talk, so I picked this up, and when I got home just a few minutes ago, I was looking it up on the intranets, and I discovered that this is, of all the things that I've got over here, this is the one that's like the rarest. So yeah, here it is. Welcome to the Freak Show by DC Talk. Now, I don't even know how to intro this. Disney movies, out of print, highly sought after. Saludos Amigos and the Three Caballeros. These have been... The Disney Movie Club just put out a double feature Blu-ray of these just a few months ago. But before that, these were like impossible to find. They were going for ridiculous money on the internet. And I had at one point had a copy of this, circa 2004, 2005, and I'd sold it. I don't even know why. Probably like 5 DVDs for a copy of like Super Troopers or something like that. It's a stupid decision. I finally have this again. I do not have the Disney Movie Club exclusive Blu-ray. I will. It will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine. But until then, I have this, and this is just a nice keepsake to hang on to because this is like Disney movie history right here. This is one of those that fans waited and waited and waited and waited for. And we finally have it on Blu-ray, but I'm going to hold on to this because this is precious. Weirdly enough, they had Blu-rays at the thrift store today. I picked up a copy of Monsters vs. Aliens, which I've never seen. Full disclosure, never seen it. I am kind of a Disney devotee when it comes to animated movies. When I venture outside of Disney to DreamWorks, like Shrek or like Megamind. Oh, Lord help us, the Lorax. Like those are it's hours I'll never get back, ever. Like I always can find something to appreciate about Disney animation, but when I venture outside of that, I do not have good experiences. But I'm going to give this one a shot because I like classic monsters. I believe that Kiefer Sutherland is a voice, and I fully support Kiefer Sutherland. What was cool about it is that it has like all the stuff still. It's got 2 sets of 3D glasses that have never been opened. They're still in a package. It's got a Chuck E. Cheese coupon, and it's got this hype flyer for Madagascar and Madagascar other movies. Like I saw Madagascar and I was like, I think I have all 3 of them on the shelf over here because the kid likes them, but they don't do a lot for me. But I'm going into this with arms wide open. So we'll see what happens. Other than that, one more Blu-ray. They had 8 Mile. I like this movie. I don't think this is a great movie. I like this movie from the director of LA Confidential, Curtis Hanson. And of course, this is the Eminem movie, where he wasn't bleached blonde and he was like sympathetic. So I haven't seen it in a long time, but I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it again. All these things were great deals, and I did get a chance to hit the CDs. And I found one item. So one makes it better than none, but that one item is pretty sweet. It's, ooh, that's bright. Let me back it up here. This is the best of John Williams and the Boston Pops. And this is original recordings of John Williams, the Olympic fanfare, which I had forgotten was John Williams. They'd like, mine sounds kind of scary, but his is nice. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, the theme from E.T., Return of the Jedi, the Luke and Leia theme from Return of the Jedi, Superman, Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Empire Strikes Back, the theme from Jaws, the Mission theme from NBC News. I think that's that. Could be wrong. And then the main theme from Star Wars is the last track on here. That is super cool to have all this John Williams in one place. So that's going to get listened to, and this is like a little piece of history right here. Guys, I'm so glad I went back to the thrift store to see what was left, if they still had the Disney stuff that I wanted. And look what happened. So this is further evidence that great deals can be found at thrift stores. You just have to be persistent. It had only been 4 days. 3 days in the middle. This is the 4th day since I went to the thrift store the last time. And so much stuff that wasn't there the last time. So that is what I have for you today. I appreciate you watching this video. Share it with whoever you think would benefit from it. Guys, follow us on Twitter at Serial Midnight if you want to find out what's coming out every week before it hits. You can only find that out by following on Twitter at Serial Midnight. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you, and I will catch you later.